Today I'm going to show you how to make a beautiful pan pizza just like this. See the magic in this pizza? The fragrance in the crust, everything. It starts with my Napolitana style dough. I know, it's a bit untraditional, but I've made this so many times, and that dough with the fermentation, with the starter that helps shape the flavor profile in that dough works really well to get pan pizza. So you have a dough that you can use to make both Napolitana style pizzas or Neapolitan pizzas and this pan pizza.
So this over here is my poolish starter. It's going to be key for the flavor in the dough. In the meanwhile, add your dry yeast into some lukewarm water, add your double of flour in the bowl of your stand mixer, and add cold water followed by the yeast mixture. And then mix that for about a minute before you add in the poolish. And then you continue kneading until the dough starts to come together. Season with some salt and then knead for about a minute or two more before you get the dough onto your work surface, and just stretch until the dough is elastic and looks smooth like a mozzarella ball like this. And double of flour actually helps to get the best flavor and texture. Portion this out. In this case, one full recipe gives 3 doughs, good enough for a small cast iron like mine. You want to then let this do a cold rise in the fridge, and I always like to do a 2-day rise, about 48 hours. But if you did choose to freeze the doughs, then let it stay in the fridge for about 2 to 3 days. It'll defrost naturally and it'll thaw. Now to get that pan ready, add some olive oil and just make sure you brush it all along. Be a bit generous with it and go to the edges. Then carefully add that proofed dough onto the pan. Make sure it's coated on each side with olive oil, and it should be relaxed enough to start stretching it to coat that pan. It may not be fully pliable yet, which is totally fine. Make sure you cover the pan tightly with some plastic wrap, and if your oven has a proof setting, it's best to just pop it in there and proof it for another 2 or 3 hours, or at room temperature in a draft-free area of your kitchen. After about 2 to 3 hours, you should now be able to easily stretch that dough all along the edges, and now we can get into preparing the actual pizza. Now make sure that the oven has been preheating at 500 degrees for at least an hour. The sauce here is a no-cook sauce. It's amazing every time. Just some good quality tomatoes and tomato paste with some garlic, chili flakes, and olive oil. For this pizza, I'm going plain cheese, the classic. You want to pop this in the oven. It's going to cook for about 12 to 15 minutes, and make sure you turn it halfway along. Every oven has uneven baking, and this just helps make sure it all cooks evenly.
Now after about 12 to 14 minutes, this is exactly what you should expect from your oven, and looks so good. But we have to take a look at what that crust looks like. The best part about a pan pizza is how that cast iron and the olive oil that's used in the pan to grease it flavors that crust.
Quick tip, once the pizza is done baking, top it off with Parmesan cheese. If you want to try my Napolitana style pizza or even my stuffed crust pizza, then check out those recipes right over here.